Man, you should have time. I was gonna go solo until you come. It would have been all
No,
right.
I was. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come on, man. But I'm here. I got it. I wouldn't let you do it. The guy didn't show up, so I get it, man. So, hey, but you know we can always Q&A it.
Well, the person never emailed me back, so it's one of those. They say they'll come on, but they never really like tell you for sure. They say that sounds great, but and then they don't come on. It is what it is. But show must go on. There's nothing wrong with that. But Monday, we do have a guest coming on Monday. A person that probably nobody heard of. Her name is Jen Up. She's has done some videos in the paranormal, that kind of stuff. She's done like a video about a real exorcism. So it's fun to have somebody we haven't met before. So that should be cool.
Absolutely.
That'll be great. And like I said, I don't know exactly what happened for the person for today, but it's the way it goes, right? When you're on the YouTube world, it's not like everybody's lining up, to come on the show, So I mean, but hey, let's just say this. I will say this. We're going to be talking about the difference of different kind of matrix and that kind of stuff. But before we get there, I mean, you got to be honest. One of the rules is people are watching you. You got to be honest with them. And if you're honest with them, they'll be honest with you. And I'm going to say my opinion in about the last 3 weeks, I've been having the funnest time ever, really. I mean, we have had some wonderful people that have just come on in the last 3 weeks. I mean, started with, Voynich to, system failure. I mean, then, after that, we had Backward Hauntings from the Paranormal Channel. We had the people from, I don't want to say their name wrong, but the Bigfoot community, Manimal Research.
Oh, yeah.
Manimal Research. We have had a wonderful guest, but it was on twice for the last 2 weeks. Saz Chick, wonderful person. And then, of course, Jay Dyer agreed to come on, and
yeah,
people might not realize that it is a big deal to have a Jay Dyer on, just because this guy actually had his own season of a show, to come out and say, yeah, I'll come on. That speaks volumes.
Oh, he was awesome, man. We've only had good fucking guys. We've been having a blast, dude. It's been fun. It's been fun. I was like running behind. I wasn't sure if I'd be coming on. I was like, is the other guy at least going to be there? You're like, no response. I'm like, oh, shit, let me get my ass in the gear. So I made it. So I'm here. We'll just do some Q&As, man. We'll do some Q&As. That's the thing about when you got just two people. And then one guy's late, then the other guy's like, oh, what the hell do I do? But, I've ran solo. You've run solo.
And Kurt's right. I apologize. Kurt, you're right. Cynic Fan Man's been on here. They all been on here. They're all great people. They're all fun people. And that's the, direction going forward, is trying to go out and find some more guests and all that. Like, we got a person coming up on Monday. And I'm actually going to be talking to somebody this Monday. I actually had a person who emailed me back. That's Bob's email. I don't care about Bob's email. Fuck that. I'll just delete that person. You know how yesterday, Bob, we asked, if somebody wants to help out with the channel, if you want to volunteer to, help out. And one person said they wanted to help, and actually got a email response from Southern Well, who wants to help out with the channel.
Nice.
That's cool, because that's kind of like a accomplishment in its own, that somebody is willing to take their own time, just to help out. And when you mean helping out, it means helping out with some topics, helping out, finding some good stories. Maybe they know some people to help bring on. And if anybody else who wants to help, here's my email address. Just send me an email. I'm going to be talking to this person on Monday, which I respect this person already, Bob, because this person in the email told me that her husband is a Marine. Myself being in the military, you being in the military, I got nothing but respect for military people. Nothing but respect. And especially a Marine, man. You got to be a badass to be in a Marine. Your son, Bob, I just saw on Facebook, I just saw a picture of your son, because your son is technically in the Navy, but he's working on a Marine base. But to work on a Marine base, you have to go to boot camp all over again. So he has to
Marine boot camp.
Yeah, he did a Navy boot camp, and now he's doing a Marine boot camp, and he just did this test, Bob. I don't know if you heard this one. You probably heard it, where they take these people, right? Because they're flying in a helicopter now. So to get this certain kind of a badge, what they do is they lift you up way in the air, and then they blindfold you. This is no lie. Nice. They blindfold them, and they dump this cage straight down into the ocean. And when they go into the ocean,
they gotta get out.
They have to learn how to get out. And they have to learn certain techniques. And you got to pass this 7 times. Not just one time. You got to do it 7 times. And he did it 8 times. And he actually passed it. He got 7 out of 8. So he got his badge. And now Jeremiah was saying they just freaking drop you. And he said half the people who did this test, even at the first couple tries, they're out.
Yeah, you got to pass that. You got to get. Yeah, you got to get all 7 times, or you can't continue. Yeah, I feel like an asshole. I lied to him. I said, don't lie during the apocalypse. Number 1, do not lie during the apocalypse. However, I lied to my son. I lied to him. I said, yeah, man, if you go in as a corpsman, you can go out with Marines, and all you have to do is go through Navy boot camp. You don't need to worry about nothing else. But then when he got in, he found out, hey, Dad, there's a whole I gotta go through a second boot camp, Marine boot camp. I was like, oh yeah, I must have forgot. Yeah, it's twice as hard. You gotta go through not 1 but 2 boot camps. You gotta do more than the Marines. You gotta go through 2 boot camps. It's like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, well, I forgot to tell you that. It's not that I lied, I just didn't fill in the entire sentence about part 2. You got to go to, you got to part 2 of that whole thing there, partner. You got a whole shitload of training to go through. A lot of training, man. I think he wants to jump over to SEALs after that, but I'm not supposed to talk about that. I'm not supposed to know about that. We'll see what happens. But he's getting his swimmer quals and all that good stuff. And it's just good to see good things happen. I'm a big fan of military. You and I both ex-military. It doesn't seem like there's any really too many truthers in the community that are ex-military. Some are.
Texas Danny is.
Oh, Texas Danny's definitely. Oh, yeah, he's Army. But we got a few in there that I know about. Lucky Bolger was in the Navy, so I know M.A. in England. He was in the. I think he was a Navy guy. So we got a few of us running around here with big mouths, just telling everyone about things changing, all that fun stuff. Yeah.
How do we get here, Rod? I think movie theaters are closed down everywhere. Well, actually, how do we get here? I know a little bit something about movie theaters. AMC has opened up a lot of their theaters across the nation. But if you're living in the state of Washington, nope. Washington is not letting the movie theaters open. Not in this state. Oh, but they're letting bowling alleys open. Bowling alleys and
golf courses. Yeah, golf courses.
Bowling alleys and something else. I'm like, really? You're gonna let those open and you can't open a movie theater? Listen, movie theater. You get your popcorn, you find your seat, and they're talking about only doing half the cinema where there'd be spaces. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, not Washington, not this liberal state. This liberal state that no, we can let nothing open. And where other states, they get to go to movies now, they get to go to a regular life. And what's cool is in these other states, some of these tickets are only like 15 cents to get people to come back in. And
yeah, same here. Yeah, same here. Same here.
Sucks,
yeah.
They're playing some of these older movies, like damn. You know, it's just bullshit. Fucking Washington. What? It's just
yeah. I don't know. I'm still. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm not down with the whole fucking the mask virus thing. I get it when people. I'm just seeing. You know, the government's throwing so many bones out. There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of the bones, man. Especially when you know it's all bullshit. I'm gonna remind you guys right now. Take that 50% off. Take them fucking discounts. Take whatever they're gonna give you, because you know, as we're fighting through this matrixy whatever fake fucking world, you might as well take advantage of whatever they give you. So go for it. Don't feel bad about shit like that. I tell people, don't feel bad about it. Don't just disregard anything coming at you. You know, if it's something good and solid, take it.
Oh! You have to, because they're gonna take shit from you.
Take shit from you now.
There's a couple, right? There's a couple that has kids, right? So because of the school situation, you know, in Washington, kids can't go back to school. Now, I know a lot of people in the truth community says, well, homeschooling is better. But a lot of people have to work, right? And a lot of times school is like their daycare for the kids, right? So there's one couple was saying that what sucks is their daycare just went up in price. Right, just went up in price, and the place where they work at, mandatory cuts, mandatory pay cuts. So basically, they're saying, so I got to pay more here now, and I have to get a forced pay cut. That's so it's like a double whammy. You know, it's just like going to the grocery store now. You know, because they're not producing as much meat. The meat they have now is a little overpriced. So you're forcing to get pay cuts, and everything is going up in price. So
it
sucks.
It's a give and take. It's a give and take. I'm telling everybody now. Not everyone believes this. Eric and I have different opinions. That's why we have a great show, because we like to agree to disagree on a lot of stuff, which just makes it fucking better. I know we're on a spiritual battle. We're on a pure spiritual battle. There's a lot of evil going on right now, man. And it comes at you in waves. You got to learn to recognize it. You got to learn to recognize the good with the bad. Now, sometimes the bad looks like it looks good. It looks good to you, but it's bad. And sometimes when things are bad, they come at you, it's good. You got to stop, rethink what you're looking at, and say, wait a minute. This ain't so bad if you really concentrate on it hard enough. A lot of hiding, a lot of things. Wolves in sheep's clothing situations. You guys are really got to be careful out there. What you think is bad and it might be good, and what is good is actually bad. It's upside down world, man. It's upside down world. I have been stopping and rethinking everything. I'm analyzing everything. I'm taking notes on everything. I'm like, man.
Well, you got it.
Well, because I say that because over here, I'll keep interrupting, but there was they cut all the flights off to Spain. Okay, so all the English are pissed off because they wanted to go to Spain. It's been beautiful. They've been dying to go to Spain. You got to go to Spain. Well, all of a sudden, Spain is flooded. It's flooded and on fire in some parts, and all these British are going, whoa. Well, shit, had we gone to Spain, we might not have come back. Yeah, no, you might not have come back. So again, think about these things. Sorry, go ahead.
No. That's all fair stuff. Just like you said, take what you can, because you know, once everything kind of goes back to normal, you're not going to get anything else anymore. Yeah. It's going to be where companies now are going to use this. If a company ever wanted to do cutbacks, or if they ever wanted to downsize, they're going to have every opportunity now to do it, because they could blame everything on what's happening in the world. So it's like a free get out of jail card that they have, and they will. Yeah, even my wife's workplace, they're talking about they're going to be releasing like 25% of their staff.
God,
you know, and because they can now. Now it's like before, where if you're part of a union, right, you got to fight their unions. But now unions are like, okay, 25%, you got it, because they want to keep the people they have so they can keep making money. So it's kind of a fucked up situation in so many ways. Even when the Tom Hanks vaccine comes out, everybody takes their Tom Hanks vaccine, or whoever takes it.
Yeah.
Even when life looks like it's normal and nobody's wearing masks anymore, everybody's looking the same. The companies, the companies who bought all these other companies that are going to be controlled by the major companies, they give them every permission to. Most big companies, when they buy a small company, they automatically do cutbacks. They pull it in, and they always look like the bad guy. But now they're not us trying to be the bad guy. It's what happened. We lost money because of the government, but they're the ones who got the cheap loans to be able to buy every company that couldn't afford to stay afloat.
Yeah.
There's a hair salon in Burien called London House Salon, who's been here for, I guess, like over 40 years. Just 2 weeks ago, had to shut the doors.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the same over here, man. The bigger companies are buying out the smaller companies. They're trying to get them the loans. Everyone's just hanging on by a fucking thread. They keep extending the money. Now, here's the ironic thing. Now, again, they keep extending the money to the poor people, to the peoples, not just poor, middle class, whatever, not upper class. Is to keep giving them the free paychecks. They're getting the free paychecks. Now, I myself, I'm a disabled veteran. However, I'm only 70% disabled. I could have been 100% and got 100% disability and been unemployability. I said, I don't want that. I want to be able to get up and fucking move and work. So I accepted only the 70%. So I get a flat fucking little ass rate about this much, but no other income coming in. I'm still just hanging on, man. Like everybody else is hanging in there. They're going to starve you to the point where you're just going to accept whatever they hand you. They're trying to start that universal money thingy. I can smell it like a fucking rat with cheese down there.
It's coming.
It's coming, and they're going to get everything.
There's already been like signs of it when there's signs now at a lot of stores saying we don't have enough change to give out. So there's a lot of also now that says we're not doing cash across hands anymore. We're doing all pure cards. So a lot of things are now becoming more getting you used to more cards, less cash, and then now once that happens, once we transfer into a digital currency, which follows the Matrix in a way, that they're going to be able to track whatever you have in your wallet, not in your wallet anymore, your bank account, because you're not going to be able to cash out and put money underneath your bed because it's all going to be digital currency. So that means you're going to have to be with the bank. And what happens with the bank is the bank gives you fees. So the bank people, they all get richer, and they all know you have money. And then if I want to loan you money, Bob, they know how much money I'm giving you, and then they can ask me for giving you money. It's all coming.
There's no more sitting in the back alley playing freaking rolling the dice with cash anymore. There's no cash. For example, dude, we were gonna go. I was a group of people. We're gonna wash clothes at the laundromat. I went to the laundromat. And over here, you go to the post office to get change. You get change in the post office.
Read that. Kroger took my change and put it on my point card.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's right.
It is slowly getting you trained.
Yeah. So anyway, I was in the post office, and I asked for change, and they're like, we're not giving out change. I was like, wait a minute. Now, in England, post offices give out change. That's part of your fucking allure. That's part of your thing. Always traditionally give out change here. Oh, we got to stop giving out change. Where we get the change from? The bank? I'm like, no, you can't get change for fucking laundry, man. No change. Everything's a card. Like, we got to do laundry.
And Rob Morrell wrote, I don't think banks are going to be around much longer. Oh, they'll be around. Trust me. The government will not let, the government won't let the major banks go down.
Not the major ones.
You got to have major banks for the digital currency to work. Otherwise, unless you're going to say the government is the pure bank, which technically they are, they're Federal Reserves. I mean, they're technically they regulate everything. So in a lot of ways they do own it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we're headed that direction. You could see it coming. You don't need to be a truther. You can just see it.
It's nothing about being a truther. It's just digital currency is the future. Even Donald Trump even said, as president, one of his things that we want to start going into digital currency because why? You don't have to reprint money no more, right? No,
Nope.
You save money by not reprinting money. No
Yep.
more coins, and by not reprinting money, guess what that does? Less counterfeits because most of the control is in the computers, which
Counterfeiting.
you know how to.
Yeah, well, they also they did away with the gold-backed dollar. There's no gold in this place. There hasn't been gold behind the dollar in a long time. So when you have a piece of promissory note in your hand, you literally have nothing in your fucking hand but an imaginary thought of a dollar. It's not real anymore. Nothing is fucking real. This place is a big ass joke. And a lot of you guys that are awake in that sidebar, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a joke. It's a joke. Don't get frustrated. Just fight through it. Don't go do stupid shit, but just be aware. Be aware.
I know it's weird. So when the show is called The Matrix Battle Begins, and the reason I call it that, I'm not talking about the simple Matrix, kind of like the movies, where the movies Neo from the Matrix movies, he wakes up from the Matrix. I'm not talking about that kind of Matrix. I'm talking about the Matrix that it's run by AI. How computers are the more issues of the world that a lot of stuff's going on. Well, digital currency is going to fall right in line with AI. Once they get control of that, you're screwed. Recently, I learned from you guys that the Matrix word was a word that was even in the Bible, which I never read the Bible. I didn't know the Matrix word even went back that far. And last night I actually watched. I said, "What the hell? I want to watch Tron. I want to watch Tron." And in the movie Tron, the word Matrix was actually, I don't remember that word being in that movie.
Oh.
But they actually used the word Matrix in that movie. I'm like, oh, shit. Wow. There's a scene where I'm not saying this is a Mandela effect, people.
We're not talking about that.
I'm not saying it's a Mandela effect. I'm just saying that I didn't realize the word Matrix has been used over the last 20 years. I just never really, maybe I never caught it or I never put it as high until the movie The Matrix came out.
Yeah.
If you remember Flynn is Jeff Bridges, is the guy who gets into the AI computer.
Yeah.
He was saying that the reason he wanted to break in is because they stole 5 of his games. And one of the games they stole is called Matrix Blaster.
No fucking way.
Yes, I'm like, oh shit, they did use the word Matrix. I never realized they used the word Matrix in the movie Tron.
Yeah.
Even before we go to Tron, if you look at the Matrix about being controlled by AI, how back it goes back. We kind of forget in the TV show. This is not a review channel right now, guys. I'm just going back to about the history of some Matrix. Battlestar Galactica, the original series, came out 19. I got it here. Hold on.
Love the series.
Okay. The Matrix. Okay, Battlestar Galactica came out in 1978. Okay. Now the idea of Battlestar is humans not on Earth in another side of the galaxy, and they at one time created robots, created the AI, which technically became their own. They mutated into a bigger AI where their new mission is to destroy all humans.
Yeah.
So technically say that's one of the earliest shows of the Matrix because it is about an AI wants to destroy humans because the only way to guarantee their own survival is humans. Humans are a threat, so they want to kill humans. And I remember you're talking about long time ago. I'm not saying this is related. I'm not saying Battlestar Galactica is real.
Everything is.
Talked about the Lost Tribe.
Lost Tribes. Yes, it's identical. Yes, that's what it is.
About a Lost Tribe. Who says the Lost Tribe ain't the story behind Battlestar Galactica, and that there really was an AI created by man, maybe not from here, I don't know, future or past, and is about the AI computers have destroyed this lost tribe. I mean, explain to us, Bob, more of what is this lost tribe, and is it in a way can be related to Battlestar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's what it is. It's identical. It's what it is. It's what they intended it to be. And I'm not. We're gonna use biblical things, but it's not biblical like you guys think. It's just the words they've used on top. They've stamped it with it. So we've got no. It's the Israelites. So the Israelites, the lost tribes of Israel, the Israelites, right? So the chosen, whatever the fuck they want to call them, God's people, right? Whatever they want to call them. Everybody's God's people. Who fucking cares? So these people were they were cursed by God. They were cursed in the real story. They were cursed, and because they were cursed, they were removed. They had to leave, and then the only tribe that there's like 2 tribes that stayed in Jerusalem was the 2. I don't even want to talk about their names, but 2 tribes stayed there.
German movie.
They're the ones that are dominated here. German movie. So they're the ones that are dominated the whole fucking planet. Basically, they own the fucking planet. The last 2 tribes, but in my opinion, they've been cursed. Anyway. So the story is like Battlestar Galactica. They're going through space because the AI, like you said, Skynet took over, and now they're killing fucking humans. And so all the lost tribes got into their barges, their spaceships, and they sailed across the fucking universe. They're trying to find Terra. They're trying to find the original planet where they came from. The original planet. Where the remaining tribes are still there. They still are. So if you think about it, it's the same fucking thing. So now the lost tribes woke up in this matrix, woke up, and they're like, we got to go home. We got to go back to the original because the AI is killing. They're in a battle. But, you know, but there's the one tribe is dominant. The one remaining tribe or the 2, whatever, the one remaining tribe is dominating the planet. So these guys have to go all the way across. They're fighting all through the fucking universe, all the planets. If you're into that sci-fi, science fiction, people, science fiction, battling with the Battlestar Galactica, you know, with Starbuck and Apollo and all the different warriors and what have you. It's just to get home. It is exactly what it's the same thing. It's as if the tribes woke up and now they want to come home because they've been beaten, shot at, killed. The AI took over. It's you know the what was it you know what they're called? What are they called again? What are they called? Cylons.
Cylons. And like I said, all these stories are based on stories on Earth. They just take it and they just move it to, you know, another section of an area. Cylons happens in space.
So they're holding off the Cylons so they get to freaking Earth, but they got to take out them Cylons. Because they're just trailing them right to the fucking planet, so they got to remember 2 things. They got to get there, and then the second thing is they got to get rid of all the Cylons. They're bringing the AI with them. They're following them. And they had a Judas line of Judah, which was the one, remember that one human that sold them out? Remember he was like the president?
Yeah. Botar.
Boltar sold out all the human race, sold them all out to the fucking Cylons, sold them out to the AI, the robots, sold them all. One human sold them all out. So sad.
It teaches you that even in real life, you can't trust anybody because there's people that act like they're your friends, but they're going to sell you out so goddamn fast. If they feel that they're the only choice to live, they're going to change faces without even thinking that they're going to use you and then kill you afterwards.
Sell you out. They're going to betray you. They're going to backstab you. They're going to give up on you. They're going to give up on you. If you really are awake and you're really trying to push hard and you're really trying to get things going, you're going to have more people give up on you than people that are going to follow you. Right now,
I got to
Tom Hanks, his Boltar. Very good. Yeah. Tom Hanks's Baltar. Yeah.
Was shit! Fucking Nick Rudeman.
No way.
Look at that! Wow, I grew up with this guy. Nick is an awesome guy.
Nick. Yeah, I know. Nick's clued in. He's a Malakan though. He's Malakans. I didn't want to say it out loud.
Battlestar was based on a Mormon teaching. Oh,
I can believe it. Yeah. A lot of things in this place are. What is it? What isn't based off anything else? Everything is a slice of the pie. Whatever that big ass pie was, it's just now in minty splinters. So you could say this is based off anything and everything in the book, even back to paganism, sliced up all over the place. Who fucking knows where we are? We know where it's a new place, a new thing is going down, but we know the truth. We know what's going on, and we know who the bad guys are. The problem is not everybody does. Not everyone does. They're illusion. But yeah, Eric, Baltar, yeah, this is the place. This is where we are at now. We're moving more that direction.
Well, then, yeah. Then if you go towards the Tron movie, think about it. Tron came out in 1982. Okay, in 1982, every household did not have a computer. Which my laptop crashed this morning. It doesn't work now. But oh well, that's another story. It took a shit. Matrix killed it. But Tron 1982. Not a lot of people have an actual computer, so when you watch Tron back in 1982, it was the first of its kind. I mean, it's about having a master control. The creator just created a master control, and then the idea is this master control will control the whole business. And then, of course, what the story goes is that the master control wants to get bigger and bigger and bigger because it's outsmarting the creator who created the program. Okay.
Oh, Tron, yes.
Not the Tron guy, but Flynn character, of course.
He is the creator. Yeah.
He created the games, which the CEO guy who stole the programs, he became a leader. Now that leader guy made this master program to do it, and then the Tron character is where his creator, who created Tron, is basically a Norton. It's basically an independent program that goes in there and kind of watches over everything. So the idea is Flynn wants to go in, find the file that he stole so he can get the company back. Now the master control is getting smarter than even the guy who created him. Wow. And doesn't want nobody in there, doesn't want anybody spying on him. So he takes Flynn, does that laser, and puts him into technically the first true Matrix kind of a movie on TV, where he goes from one end into a computer as part of the programs, a user in the program world. So when people talk about Matrix was the first kind of that kind, I say no. Tron is. Into it. Just he wasn't born. He gets into it, and the idea is to bring down the master computer who wants to control everything. It's kind of a pre-Terminator movie because Terminator came out in 1984, where that computer they built got so smart, it learned that people are bad, and to protect us. You know what? There's another movie I just forgot that you could kind of say it's an AI pre-Matrix. Remember War Games?
War Games, yes.
Computer, where they want to base their whole military into the Whopper computer, and then the Whopper wanted to start a World War III by launching all the nuclear bombs. So you can even say that even War Games is a pre-Matrix, that where people are putting their whole faith into computers. Now think about it; those were in the 80s, and now computers are more advanced than ever. We might not be that far away from a computer. Actually, I'm not saying like thinking like a human, but start thinking people are the issues, not us. We need to protect ourselves.
Well, the Whopper, the name of the computer, Eric, was Joshua. That was the password to get in. And Joshua,
That's the
people
guy
know
the game. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeshua, Joshua. It's the same spelling, guys. Joshua, Yeshua. It starts with a silent J. Yeshua, Jesus. You have Jesus. I'm serious. I'm not going religion, but this is just what it is. Jesus, Yeshua, silent J, and then you have Joshua. Guys, it's Joshua. So they named it Jesus. So this, but it's kind of an ironic name for something that wants to kill the fucking human race. But yeah, when they go back, they always have the same theme. They have it's a virus. So the humans inevitably have to send a virus in, and that virus is a human. And so when you have like in Tron, Eric, remember, it's everybody's ones and zeros is part of the program. You're a sim. You're programmed to do what you got to do, kind of like they call now with the whatever people here, the slowpads. I don't want to call them the downsy people, but the downloadies, whatever. They're all programmed. But when you have somebody with a different frequency, basically you have somebody running off a whole different program. You have a virus.
Yeah,
virus. Everyone has a virus set in. Always a human touch. It takes a human to go into an AI and fuck it up.
You know what the Whopper technically stands for here?
What is that?
I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
it's War Operation Plan Response.
Wow, Whopper. whoa. Big ass Whopper machine running the lights across. They yeah, and then I think this, to me, and only me, and I'm a very small group of people, I think everything to me is one big ass video game. There's nothing real to me. Since when I looked over and I saw everything upside down, what I remembered it's
link. See, right there.
Link, yeah. It's all upside down. Everything's upside down. This is a big ass. I don't want to call it a simulation because I don't want to go there. If you get kicked in the balls, it's gonna hurt. So whatever it is, it is. But it's not real to me. That's why I'm not afraid of nothing. I do what I gotta do to survive. Now, at the same time, I'm following the laws of this place has physics, man, which means I get yelled at, I get cussed at, I get spit on, I get chewed out, I get made to feel bad. So whatever's controlling these fucking downsy people, the downloaders, the downsies, they can hurt you. They can hurt you. They can put you down. They can make you feel bad. They can make you emotional. They can come at you in any direction. They are walking and talking motherfuckers with emotions and feelings, it looks like. Sometimes we don't know. I'm assuming they're real, but they can come at you. People could snap with an emotional response at you in 2 seconds, and I can't figure out why. They'll look at somebody and they'll take a download or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're emotional. Like in the stores, I see people freak out. I'm in a line at McDonald's. It's a simple fucking line at McDonald's. You got to do a little spacing, but you get 50% off when you get inside. It's easy. Wait in a line, get into McDonald's, get 50% off, walk out. There are people in line that are fighting. You're getting 50% off McDonald's. They always somebody with like a download. They have to be the antagonist that's going to fight somebody. They have to be disrupt the line. There's no reason for it. I'm watching this person. There's no reason for you to be upset, but it's like they're being made to be upset. They're being downloaded by a dark object that makes them upset. So again, people, be careful because people like pawns. They're replicants of them old selves. They're replicants and they can get possessed and become weird fuckers. But physically weird.
Yeah, and and for myself, I'm not saying I don't think we're actually living in a matrix. I don't believe that you can make stuff move by using matrix powers. Some people say they can. That's great.
No.
I respect it, but I don't think we're there yet. But if you really think about it, so War Games came out in '83. So Battlestar Galactica 78. 82 Tron, 83 War Games, and then in 1984 you had Terminator.
Yeah.
Skylark. Is it Sky?
Travel.
Sky. Where
Skynet.
So Skynet not just created an AI to destroy everybody, it even created a time machine
Time machine.
So you had time travel, you had everything in that AI. Now, how the AI figure out time travel? I guess if you're smarter than us, if you really think about it, what if the percentage, Bob, that is proven a part of the brain that we use? Is it 10% of the brain that we use?
Yeah, very small. They say a very small percentage. I think it's a lie, but yeah, you're about right.
Now, I'm not saying time travel is possible, but I guess if somehow you can open your brain, somehow figure, 12, 13%, maybe you can figure out time travel. Now, you know what's funny, Bob? I got to say, this is kind of funny. I watched some other shows, right? You know how that one time we did a show about time travel, and we were saying that if you believe in Mandela effect, if you believe that something really did change, maybe one of the answers is time travel. Maybe I'm saying that somebody traveled. Yeah, right?
Guys.
Okay, yeah. But now this is just theories, guys. I'm not. Don't bite my head off on this. What I'm getting at is I watch another channel. They must have watched us. I guarantee they watched us because all of a sudden they're saying, Mandela effect has nothing to do with time travel. Okay, I never said it did, right? No, fine. But then, Bob, they went into religion, that God has a plan, and I'm not. Don't get mad at me, people, about religion here. Don't. God has a plan, and that's where the changes are coming from. So okay. So let me get this straight. And I got nothing against the Bible, got nothing against religion. So you're telling me that Jesus and God sitting at a table, smoking cigars, drinking some beers, and say, Jesus go, hey, God. Say, Bob, say you're God. Hey, let's fuck with people. Let's change some words in the song Painted Black. Paint it at black or whatever. Yeah. And I'm, bullshit. And then it's like, well, the Bible speaks about what's going on. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so the Bible is predicting what's going to happen. And a lot of people are thinking that Armageddon is basically coming now. So hold on. Okay, so somebody way back then, a human wrote the book. God and Jesus didn't write this book. I'm not religious. Maybe they did. I don't know. A human wrote this book, and I think it was all men probably. So this man predicted what's going to be happening in the future. So my question is, well, how does he know what's going to be happening in the future? Well, they have vision. Well, hold on. He had a vision. Now, Bob, time travel is just not you traveling. Stuff can travel. Information can travel through time travel. So if a person in the past had a vision of the future, that is a sign of a time travel. So you're coming out and saying time travel doesn't exist, but a guy visioned a time travel in the future of what's going to happen and wrote it in a book. No, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Don't say time travel might not work with a vision of the future, which technically is a time travel. So I'm just shooting out of this theory. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say anything bad about religion, but I'm saying if religion's true and somebody had a vision of the future and they know that Armageddon's coming, I'm telling you that's time travel.
No, that makes sense because it's information just from another. It's a candy wrapper word. Time travel is a general candy wrapper word. Yeah. It's not complex. It's a candy wrap. I call it candy word. It's an easy brain word, but there's also alternative dimensions when you're talking about the matrix lines. If you guys know about the certain laws of 369, if you draw a circle and you do angle, 369 will go forever, just like pi goes forever. 369 will continue itself, but it has the difference between pi is a circle. Circle and it goes forever, but also 369 are linear lines. They're straight lines. It's like you're putting a grid within inside of a circle. So within that circle grid, I'm really getting over people's heads.
I know.
You can have linear lines that can travel. Information can travel along them lines, cross or up and down or jump from line to line to line. So if you're on this line, you can get information that happened on this line. If there's a circulating line that goes between the two. I don't know if that makes sense to people. If there's an intersection line, you can get the information from the other line. As basic as I can explain it. So
I agree.
Just trying to get a great idea.
I agree with her. She said, God said, woe unto him who changed the words of this book. God isn't changing the Bible. That's what I'm saying. I don't think God and Jesus is sitting there and saying, hey, let's change that line in that song. But what I'm saying is, if you believe in the Mandela effect, you believe that changes did happen, there's got to be an explanation. So if there's going to be an explanation, you have to be willing to be open to all possibilities. So what am I getting at? You just can't cut off time travel. You just can't cut off this, and maybe you can't cut off God. I don't know, but and you can't cut off maybe the AI came faster than we thought, and we are programmed. And of course, there's, like you said, there's glitches in the timeline, and there's glitches. I mean, you got to put all people.
The buzzword right now, here's the buzzword, and people don't know what the fuck it means. There's a buzzword going around, and they're calling it retrocausality, okay? Retrocausality. It's a beautiful word for people to fucking say in their mouth hole. It comes out so fucking smooth. Let me give you guys a better fucking idea of that. Now, let's just do this. Now, all of this is brain food for just chewing. This doesn't mean it's true. It means we're having fun with Matrix ideas. You guys spill it in your head. Throw it away if you want to. Now, in my hypothetical situation, Eric, I myself did not look this way. When I woke before 2016, I did not look this way. Well, I grew a beard longer, but my heart was on the left, and I remember, I could be wrong, but it was on the left, and all my body parts were in different spots. Now, doesn't mean that there's somebody else that I had swapped spots with. So there was another me that wrote about time travel in 2009 in Facebook, where I was even contacted. I swear to God, I'm not lying, during the apocalypse. What appeared to be, and it may be a lie, but it looked like fucking old Zuckerberg even sent me a private little message to talk to me. I think I told you about that. I was like, it's most likely a fraud, but however, it was kind of weird. Somebody was reading my shit at fucking Facebook going, this guy has clued in all kinds of weird shit. So anyway, you could be the person who wrote that time travel fucking thing equation in 2009 on Facebook. Mine could be somewhere else. Could be in the other place where the green light's still on top. Now I'm on the red light on the red light on top place. So I'm here. So I swapped fucking sleeping bags with myself. So me that's over there is doing exactly the same thing as me is over here. So people over there could be getting things done to them that are not being done to them here. However, they're feeling it here. So hypothetically, they could be getting a shot. Somebody could be getting that fucking shot over there, but they're feeling it over there. But whatever you feel over there, you feel over here like a twin. Like you and yourself as a twin. So if you're in another dimension, trying to make it basic, like a twin, how twins can feel each other's pain. So if there's another you in another dimension, and that other dimensional person's feeling pain, then you yourself will feel that equal pain and not know why. So why does my back hurt today? Because the other you got a fucking punch in the back. Why does it hurt here? Because the other you got a punch there, but you didn't get it. So maybe the other you is getting beat the fuck out of, and the other you over here is not getting beat the fuck out of. But you can still feel a residual of their pain of your other self, like a twin. So when people talk about retrocausality, it's more like that. So yeah, they said they got the shot in the future, the virus shot, and now they're just stupid and they're numb to it. No, maybe not in the future, but on another parallel line, there's another you. And whatever's happening in that parallel line, you're feeling here also. So that's why they're dumb. They're dumb there, and they got beat down there, and they're subordinate there. So the you that's here is now just become naturally subordinate without even knowing why. So it's not that they're stupid for wearing a mask. Maybe they're forced to wear the other mask, or they'll be shot, or their family's going to be shot in another line. So over here, they naturally feel it's normal. I'll have to wear a mask. I don't know why. I feel like I'm going to get beat up. I just don't know why, but I'll do it just to make sure. Because the other you has a gun to their head. But you don't have a gun to your head over here, but you don't feel like it's uncomfortable. You just want to make sure. So again, with the retrocausality usage of the word. It's not from the future. There's no future. There's no time. There's only parallel lines, crisscross, whatever's idea, food for thought. Throw it around. Throw it away if you want to.
I do feel happy because a lot of people in the chat, like this one, says God definitely ain't changing it. I appreciate it. I want to thank people like that because, dude, if God and Jesus is real, I'm not saying they are or not, I just can't see them sitting around and doing these little, let's change it here. Let's change it here. Hey, remember Dottie from Moonraker, which I know she had braces on? Let's put braces on her. Let's fuck with these people. No. Yeah. That's just my belief. That's just my opinion. I don't believe that religion has anything to do what's going on here. Maybe it is. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it could be happening over there though.
This person Sagittarius. I like it, Bob.
Yeah. So what? So okay. So somebody over there rewrote the Bible. Somebody on the other side of another parallel line is now rewriting the Bible, and so over here. You can see it change. What the fuck?
That's time travel. And the technically,
the download from they're getting the download not from some fucking AI, but from themselves, from their other selves. You're getting it from your other selves. I'm being tough and badass, so hopefully myself on the other side is being tough and badass. Obviously, Tony's got a badass guy on the other side too. It ain't bothering him. So there's people that are badass on both sides. And there's some people that are strong on one side and weak on the other. Or if you're weak on this side, you'll be weak on this side. See, you're kind of you're attached to each other like the hip. Now they talk about the Freemasons, the new symbols. I don't remember them ever having two horsemen on a horse. They're just two, and a Freemasonry symbol is Freemasonry. You have two Knights Templar on a horse. There was only one in my. I don't remember two. So it makes sense to me that there's two now. So that it makes sense that there's another you.
I don't know if it's towards us or maybe he's talking about somebody else in chat. So where is your soul, here or there? You only got one.
Well, you got one. So there's always you and always you. You are still you no matter where you go. You are still you. It's your soul no matter where you go. It's your energy no matter where you go. You might not have a memory of it, but you're still doing what you're doing.
And remember, this is all theories, guys. This ain't
theories.
Stone. We don't know. You know what, Bob? Backward Hauntings. Oh, who came on our show? Great guy. I actually watched his last video, and he made his last video. People, when new people come to his channel, he wants to know what his channel's about, and he says something that was cool. He goes, "If you come to my channel expecting to have all the answers in the paranormal," he goes, "you're not going to get it." Because, and this is so true. I love what he said. I mean, he may say, he goes, "Because if I had all the answers, I wouldn't be going out on investigations."
There it is.
I'm going out on investigations so I can try to learn some of these answers. But because I've been doing this for 23 years and I still don't know everything. So that I like this guy because that is so true. We don't have the answers. If we did, we'd be controlling the world, right? If you and I had all the answers, you and I would be rich. We would have 20 wives on an island, all the beer we want from all around the world, and we have other people who do whatever we want. But we don't have answers, so we can't live like that.
Like Edward Casey. Everyone jokes about it. Now, I studied Edward Casey in parapsychology to debunk the guy. It was very difficult to do because the guy was pretty solid.
Truth. We don't know shit. We really don't. That's why we're discussing ideas.
Yeah,
we don't have answers. No. I mean, if we had answers, we wouldn't be here, right?
It's fun to play with anyway. Like, so Edward Casey kept coming up with all these answers, people. This thing he's pulling it from some other place. What's that?
This is true. The day you stop learning is the day you are 6 feet under. Mankind. Okay, now hold on. All kind, women and men, all kind, through history is about taking a journey, exploring the oceans, exploring out there. Once you stop exploring, you are no better than dead. Bob, you heard stories where older people who retired from work and now all for retirement and then all they do is stay home, and a lot of them so depressed they actually die sooner because they have no more reasoning to live. Basically, they're not on journeys anymore. So you should always be on a journey. You should always want to learn more. Sometimes my kids make fun of me because I'll be watching, like, I don't know, National Geographic, an Animal Channel, because there's always something that I don't know. When we have Miss Callie on Society of Rejects, when she shows us those pictures of these animals that I've never seen before, that's intriguing. That's awesome. I mean,
well, you know, Dad did crossword puzzles. He retired, and he did nothing but never sat around doing nothing. He had both his knees were rotten. He had no cartilage. He could barely walk. He had a walker. But when he sat down, he did crossword puzzles all day long. He just did puzzles. I'd come home from hey, Dad, I'd stop by to make sure he's okay. And then he'd always ask me a word. Hey, how do you spell this? How do you spell? I don't fucking know how to spell. I get what's another name for this? Sagittarius? I don't know. What's another name for this? What's another name for this? And he would do cross. He kept his mind clean, clear, all the time. He just did cross.
Is this a riddle? Now, is this a riddle here? He wrote, if you were on a desert island, maroon, would you worry with time? When you were eventually rescued 10 years in the future, would that be time travel? I mean, no matter. I'm sorry, here, I'll put it back, Bob. You're still reading it. I mean, no matter what, you're always traveling in the future. I mean, every second you're going in the future. Is that a trick question, or is that a? Oh, Bob, I can't hear you.
Well, that's a good trick question, but you're going to keep time somehow. I mean, again, you're a human being, and you're going to be frustrated and most likely going to be starving for food or whatever. You'll always have some way of marking time, because when the sun comes up, comes down, if you want to eat correctly, you're going to have to be able to know what year it is, what monsoon season, for your own safety. That's why everybody throughout the history, all the history of time, they always knew, because of the stars, number one, the monsoon seasons, the rain seasons, the winter seasons. You're always going to know time. There's no way. You don't want to have a measuring device, but you're going to have a stick in the sand.
That's a good question. So you think quantum computers are behind Mandela effect and the all around strangeness going in? No, I don't. I'm not saying it is. We're just talking about different possibilities of what it could be if you believe in Mandela effect. If you watch, I don't know how many shows you watch of ours. We kind of dive into every kind of a theory on each different shows, on theories on if you believe in Mandela effect, why it's happening. And today it just happened. We're talking about the Matrix side of it. I'm not telling anybody that quantum computers are behind it, because one thing we all know, I hate that fucking word quantum. I want to take that freaking word and destroy it. And actually, I hate the fucking word Mandela effect too. I hate that word to the point, guys. If you guys look at my background, I removed the word Mandela effect. I said, if I don't like the word, why the fuck am I showing that word? It's such a gay, stupid, idiotic pop culture word. I'm not using that word no more. I'm not going to write it. I might say it so people know what I'm talking about. Oh, fuck Mandela effect. Hey, Bob, I can't hear you. Say something.
No, I've got people walking around, so I got to turn.
Sometimes your audio cuts off, so you're talking.
Well, no, I've been doing it because I got people walking around in the background sometimes, so I shut it off.
Okay.
And on.
So
yeah.
So here, CERN reminds me of NASA.
It's NASA, basically. Yeah, it's the same thing. They came from the same thing. Operation Paperclip, people. Guys, you don't need to be a genius. I told people 1,000 times, all a quantum computer is what they, and I've read all the whole schematics. It's a child can fucking build one. You're freezing your sub-zero temperature, right? Vacuum of whatever space, sub-zero, whatever.
Right there, that's
you're taking a particle and you're freezing the particle. So you have, here it is. You have a 1 and a 0. You have a plus and a 0. You have a positive and a negative. A positive and a negative. For every positive, you have a negative. So if you freeze the positive, its twin, the negative, is free to go anywhere it wants, because if you take a particle, because it vibrates at a certain speed, everything it vibrates at the speed is what gives it mass. It vibrates at a speed, but if you freeze it, it can't vibrate. It stays still. So if you keep this one still, then this one, the negative, is free to go wherever it wants. So it's saying it's crossing two dimensional lines. You can't, it doesn't talk. There's no words. It can say anything. I could take hydrogen. Hydrogen's the easiest one to do. You can take hydrogen and freeze the fucking hydrogen particle, and then the negative can go wherever it wants. It's not difficult concept. It's a real basic concept.
Now, let's talk about the Matrix with the movie called The Matrix. Now, if you think about the movie The Matrix, now that movie is basically the extreme where you are in the AI. They're actually using your body as batteries, as the movie or the original script was. They were using bodies as like they're using your brain, each person's brain, to help the AI to be even smarter. But they cut that out for the movie and they made us just batteries. Now, that's an extreme. Is that possible? I don't know, because how would we know? I mean, if that was happening right now, I guess technically we wouldn't know unless they pull us out. Now, the only thing that's fake about, I'm not saying the movie's fake. I mean, the whole movie's fake. But what I'm trying to get at is part of the movie where Neo learns how to use the Matrix powers even outside the Matrix, like he was in real life. Now, there's a lot of people who are in the Matrix community out there believes that they themselves can use the power of the Matrix themselves. If that's true, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm not calling anybody a liar. Our good friend Teenage, he's an awesome kid. You know, I'm not going to say he can't do it. I just know I can't do it. You can't do it. But is it a possibility that we are actually being used as batteries? Maybe. I don't know. Remember, Bob, I made that joke. When Texas Danny was on here. And I said, you know, if we're actually in a Matrix and the Matrix know that maybe I'm the chosen one, apparently I'm going to be the chosen one.
Got the black clothes.
You know, I got the black clothes, right? I got the clothes, got the glasses, so I look like Neo. Maybe before they offer me a red pill or a blue pill, make it where I love life so much where I don't even give a shit about taking a pill. Remember I said that? I said, give me paradise. Because if you give me paradise and make me love life where I'm not struggling, maybe I don't even care about taking a pill. Because listen, he had a choice, take the red pill or blue pill. I'm thinking to myself, what if you choose not to take any pill and walk out?
I ain't taking no pill. That made me.
Will they take you and tie you down? Say, no, you're taking a fucking pill. You pick one. Was he offered? Yeah. I don't remember this. Was he offered in that movie a third choice of not taking a pill?
Well, yeah. Well, the green pill is the non. Or was it a blue pill? Who fucking knows? It changes.
The picture is the blue pill.
It's just the blue pill then. So you had that because usually it's green. But anyway, you had a red pill and a blue pill. Anyway, yeah. So you had the pill to take. It's like a yes or a no. So the blue or the green pill would be a no, and the red pill would be a yes. That's all. He gave him a choice. The choice was the pill. It was a placebo to begin with. It's a placebo, but he gave him a choice. Now I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't want to come off as a racist, but I'm not. But if there's a black man sitting in a fucking leather chair in a dark ass room and he says take a pill, I'm not taking any pill. I'm not taking any pill. I'm not being racist either. Let's change this up. If there was a fucking bald white man sitting there with tattoos in a fucking corner and he's in a leather chair and he hands you a fucking take the pill, choose, I'd walk the fuck out. So anyway, I'd figure my own way. I don't need them. I would be my own fucking Neo. I'd do my own shit. I don't need a bunch of people chasing around. In fact, I would have probably kicked everyone's ass without them bothering me and slowing me down. I would have figured it out for myself. I feel bad for Neo. He should have just walked down and says, fuck off, all of you. I don't want nothing to do with you, but I'll figure it out for myself. I would have taken myself out and built my own ship, been my own badass, put myself in and out as I want.
Is this guy right? Red or blue? What is it to you? Wrong or right? Who really wants to fight? Sheep flock to what's best and more interested in the test. What is it to you? Sir, laugh out loud, had to. Listen, if somebody goes, Eric, you have a choice to come out of the Matrix. But you're gonna live a life in shit. You're gonna live in a fucking run-down ship, flying around, running away from people trying to kill you, or you can stay here and we'll give you millions of dollars and you won't even know any difference. I might just take the $1 million because why would I want to live with a bunch of guys? And because when he's on that ship, it's all men, right? I mean, okay, no, he had that one girl. He has his girlfriend, okay, but more or less, it's like being on a submarine. You're being with a group of people. They probably all stink, smell like armpit. Because I don't remember in the movie Matrix anybody had armpit juice on those ships. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't stink in a non-Matrix world. Yeah. But I like to say, give me the pill, give me some money, let me think I'm in paradise. I'll be happy.
I want to know why Neo was so clean shaven. The dude, you could see his skin pores when he's walking around. I'm like, how the hell is this guy shaving his face like that clean? You know, I mean, no, man, no. You're gonna be living in shitville. I come out of the Matrix. I got mush. I got mush. And I got you, and I got dudes. One chick, but for everybody. But you know, they go back to the freaking underground shithole. I bet the sanitation sucked there. I mean, there was horrible sanitation, and everyone has a mass orgy with music playing, like ooch, ooch, ooch. Where's the glow sticks at? I won't be there. Now, I would like to be out of the Matrix, but I'd make my own, man. I want to hang out with it.
Remember the movie The Office?
Yeah.
And the guy was talking to his neighbor, that down the earth, kind of a goofy, kind of a cool neighbor. He's like, if you had $1 million, what would you do? Well, I never made it with 2 women. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Like, is that what you do with $1 million? Well,
yeah. Yeah, I did it for free, but yeah, there it is. Okay, Eric, good example. You brought up, there you go. There's a nice fucking good example. The Office. What's it called? What's it called? Office Space? Office Space. To me, fuck the Matrix. Fuck Tron. Fuck all them other shows. All them esoteric bullshit shows. The Office Space was to me the Matrix movie. Office Space was the Tron and Matrix all combined together. He woke up. He kicked his cubicle down. He went fishing and come back and he's gutting a fish on his desk. He's gutting a fish on his desk and putting the guts in and he's putting it and he's drinking a beer at his desk. He's just walking around doing and they keep stopping him. Well, are you gonna come in this weekend? We can really. Where are you going? Where you talking to you? Where are you going?
Remember that interview, the CEO or people or whatever they're interviewing them like, do you like your job? No, I'm so inspired. No, I do about 5 minutes of work in a day, and then I just sit around and look like I'm working, because he's like explaining because you do one thing wrong, you got 5-10 people looking over your shoulder about the same fucking report, and they're like loving him because he doesn't give a shit no more. And then he goes next door and it actually lands the girl that he likes. He's like, I just don't give a shit. I'm going to sit over there, have a cup of coffee. If you want to join me, great. If you don't, have a nice day.
He just walks in and sits down and asks for a date. I'm going to be in the other place. You want to come join me? That's cool. If you don't, you don't. Office Space is the real Matrix movie. It's the real deal. It's the actual.
He woke up. Right. He woke up. It might take a guy to do this, but he just he just kind of woke up and said, fuck this. I just don't care.
He's not going to magically move a fucking mountain or fly. The dude but he's awake as wake can be. You can't get more awake than he was. He's like, and they're smashing they took out the copy machine, which they all hate. And he's like, smash it. They're smashing it and playing rap music and smashing the copy machine. I mean, the real truth, man. That is be more flair. She had all that. Even she was trapped. You see, she was trapped in the Matrix. So he woke her up out of the Matrix. He was waking people out of he woke up his 2 buddies out of the Matrix. That's the real life waking up people out. When I 2016, I woke up. I don't know who I am here. I don't know what kind of person I was here. I have no fucking clue what I was here, but I'll tell you what I wasn't here. I wasn't no punk. So when I showed up to work And as I was moving about my day, people were they were punking me at my workplace. And I wasn't used to that because I didn't have that back in my memory. I didn't have that where I was whatever dimensionally from. But they were punking on me. And I stood up for myself and said, "What?" You said, "What?" My boss come up to me and chewed me out. I didn't do anything wrong. I went to clean a plane. I was asked by a manager. It was an emergency. Some rich people were coming. They needed to clean a plane, and I got on it and I fucking helped clean his plane up. I come back out and he couldn't find me. I had my radio turned off because I was busting my ass cleaning the plane, but he didn't know where I was. So I'm sitting down with a bunch of other members from work, and my boss come up and he says, "Where the hell were you? I've been trying to call you. I've been on the blah, 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 blah." And he was yelling at me in front of other employees. Now, understand this. Now, I looked at him. I said, "Number one, let me stop you right there." Now, he was shocked. I said, "You do not talk to that way to me in front of other employees. If you want to talk to me that way, we'll go into a private area where you can have your way and scream. But another thing is I'm not comfortable with the tone of voice you're giving me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So if you can take it down a notch." Now, I'll make a decision to either go to human resources with all of these witnesses witnessing you scream at me as a manager, or maybe I will not, and I'll finish my lunch. And after lunch, we'll have a conversation in your office. Quietly, he stormed away, realizing that what he did was he made a major mistake. You can't yell at somebody in front of other employees. But I had like Office Space. I woke up and I wasn't putting up with anybody's shit anymore. Nobody's stuff. So a lot of
you out.
A real man will take you in his office and cuss you out. Yes, in your office.
You can say this right here is a true matrix. He got hypnotized to wake up.
That's how he got out. That was his pill.
That was his pill. Yeah,
it was his pill,
yeah. A little push, like
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I had that same problem. Even now, Eric, I have that same problem. I don't get along with people because they come up to me and they lie to me. And they tell me bullshit, and I call them out on it. I can't do it. I can't do it in this place. I'll call you out. I'll call you out. Don't lie to me. People lie here, and they fucking deceitful, and they're mean to you, and they want to manipulate you, want to control you. They want to be in charge of you, the boss of you. I can't have that no more. It's a bad thing. Eric, you were a boss, so you would know about a lot of these things.
Oh, I mean, there's a way to be, and there's a way not to be. And people, a lot of old school managers, they always think that they have to scare you to get the best out of it, and it's not the case. You just got to be honest with your team. You got to talk to your team and make them feel comfortable. Because I remember we got these new managers come in. And they're like, "Eric, you're doing a great job, but just letting you know that when you come in, they're saying hi to you. Okay, is that a problem?" And this is no lie, guys. Guys, this is not a fucking lie. They're like, "No, I was in Sacramento, and when their boss came in, you couldn't hear a pin drop." So I was like, "You're saying that I should come in and they should automatically fear me?" That's not what humans are about. It's like you can't. Listen. If you're running a shop where there's 500 people, yes, you got to be somewhat straightforward to keep balance. But it doesn't mean you have to be a dick.
No.
And the thing is that everybody knows this. If you do 100 great things, you might get a pat on the back saying, "Hey, good job on that one." But you do one thing that you made a mistake, that's all you hear about. I fucking had a boss where you made one mistake. Okay, we got to make a plan so this doesn't happen again. So how did this happen? What were you doing before that? So what do you do now? And then what we're going to do is we'll put a plan together. I'll sign it. You'll sign it. And then a week later, we'll discuss it. And you're like, for one fucking thing? I mean, it's just so idiotic. People don't work together anymore, and that's the freaking problem.
They're scared they're losing their job.
Yeah.
I had a boss that shouldn't have been a boss. It was supposed to be my job, but it was Freemasonry. It's before I had to join, and he got above me because he was already in. So anyway, so he got above me. So this guy was so scared to death because he was underqualified for his position that he would suck a dick when it came. If it was a manager's, he would get on his knees and he would cuddle them boys. He would just stroke them boys. I'm not exaggerating when this guy was such a kiss ass. It was so over the top that even the people that he was blowing were going, wow, man, at least bring a towel next time you speak to me. Because, man, I mean, I could just all over you. It's so easy because he was that bad. He was so scared of losing that high-paying job.
Hey,
Tommy, I'm on one of these days.
That's why our future AI. What did Tommy
say? What did he say after that?
Alexa, what is the AI?
Not speaking.
AI Artificial Intelligence is a 2001 drama starring Haley Joel Osment, Jude Law, and Francis O'Connor.
The Steven Spielberg movie, right? Okay, how about this? Okay, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Okay, Alexa, what is The Matrix?
Ooh.
The Matrix is a 1999 action movie starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. So this tells you that even Alexa is all about Hollywood because all the answers is from the movies. Okay, no, hold on. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Alexa, what is The Matrix in real life?
What's this?
No. My Life by NF is in Low, the movie.
Why is it talking about everything in movies?
Say, what is the definition of the Matrix?
Alexa, what is the definition of the Matrix?
According to Wikipedia, the Matrix is a pop music writing and record producer team consisting of Lauren Christie, Graham Edwards, and Scott Spock. Lauren Christie had moderate success as a singer.
Alexa, stop. I can't even get an answer from Alexa with the Matrix.
They won't tell you the answer. They don't want you using that word. I don't want you thinking about it. Yes, it is manipulative. It's full of shit. It's tied into the UI, the algorithm. Everything is. We play jokes all the time with Alexa. Here we go. Eric, there you go.
It's funny how Hollywood spends so much on designing the perfect film, but the actual Matrix seems to be running on a shoestring budget.
Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me ask this. Okay, I can do that. Okay. I'll ask this question. Alexa, is the Matrix real?
Let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
That's it? How deep the rabbit hole goes? That's
what? Wait.
Oh, let me say it again. Alexa, is the Matrix real?
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's a reference from the movie.
See the third time.
Alexa, is the Matrix real?
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Okay, it's just quoting the movie.
Alexa fell in the rabbit hole.
I still think it was a green pill.
Rabbit Hole's cast members are Nicole Kidman, Giancarlo Esposito, Sandra
Alexa,
Oh,
stop.
And Miles.
I'm serious. Why is everything is answered from a movie?
From a movie from Hollywood. We're sucked into Hollywood. Everything Hollywood. Wrong. Yeah.
Alexa, are you drunk?
No, not me.
Ask her what her sexuality is.
Alexa, what is your sexuality?
Here's something I found on the web. According to thoughtco.com, bisexuality is a sexual attraction to both sexes.
It's one of those binaries.
It's a binary.
Oh wow, this AI is a binary.
Binary.
What a binary is, it's when a person don't want to be recognized as a woman or a guy. They're called binaries. Oh, what is this one? Hold on. Ask her to define the word matrix. Don't use the word maybe that will work. Ask her to define the word matrix. Alexa, define the word matrix.
Matrix is usually defined as something that constitutes the place or point from which something else originates, takes form, or develops. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for matrix.
Give me more definition for matrix. Alexa, give me more definitions of the matrix.
Here's something I found on dictionary.com. A noun matrix is usually defined as something that constitutes the place or point from which something else originates, takes form, or develops. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for matrix.
More definitions, please.
Alexa, more definition, please.
The adjective more is usually defined as additional or further. The noun more is usually defined as an additional quantity, amount, or number. The adverb more is usually defined as in or to a greater extent or degree, in this sense often used before adjectives and adverbs to form comparative phrases.
Okay. Yeah, I like what people are saying, binary bitch. Laugh out loud. Of course, it's binary. It's a computer.
Of course.
It's a female voice. Why not a binary voice?
Yeah, right. It is kind of binary. Think about it.
Next, she'll start asking me stupid questions, Eric.
Yeah, that's great. We love that. There's no sexuality in computers. It's probably why if there was an evidence of a AI, if there was ever evidence, someone says, "Tell me if there's evidence for an AI running everything at this very moment." I'm not excluding God. I'm just saying we've been taken over. We've been taken over by an alien an alien invasion force. So an alien invasion force is exclude God from it because God's going to save you. An alien force taking over. Well, of course, the alien force wants everyone to become binary, because it itself is binary. And so you would have people like Bruce Jenner. In fact, the Matrix, the directors of the Matrix are both now binary. Aren't they both trannies now? Didn't both the Bukowskis or whatever become trannies now? Yeah. So it's pushing for the binary agenda. It's pushing it really hard.
You know what show I forgot to mention that you could say is part of the Matrix? I forgot one. I really did. I feel so bad. In 1979, we had a series called Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
If you look at my picture, if you look at my little diagram, you see Twiggy, the little robot, and on Twiggy, they had a little AI computer that's a circle that was their doctor. He's the one that robot made decisions on what we should do with humans. So technically, you could say Buck Rogers is also in the Matrix.
Yeah, Dr. Theopolis, because Buck Rogers, ironically, was in what looked like a space shuttle. Yeah, into the 21st century, was in a space shuttle, and he was frozen. Yep. No different than I do a hypothetical with people. I say, what happens if you were actually on a planet at one time? I'm no flat earthers. We're just doing hypothetical, fun science fiction. Nothing I say is real. So you were on a planet. Now, our planet used to be a Sagittarius arm, if that was real, and on the edge of the universe, if that was real. And at one point, it was supposed to move out away from the universe. At the moment it breaks free from the universe, it was going to become on its own, excluding a universe to be attached to, because it was on the boondocks, according to our literature. If it was wrong, it's wrong. On the corner, and it was moving out. So the moment it moves out and away from the sun, and when the sun goes out, you freeze below zero. Instantly, when the sun shuts off, you're frozen. So technically, everybody's frozen. So if everybody's frozen, just like a D-wave computer, your particles are frozen, and then your negative particles, your other self, your negative particles, which is still you, can go in any dimension at once. So technically, Buck Rogers was frozen, and in my opinion, he's still frozen. He's still frozen, holding onto a steering wheel in the space shuttle. And then his other self, his negative self, his negative particle self is now picked up and woken up, and now he's cruising around in the negative world because his positive self is still frozen in the space shuttle. Just like the Earth could be frozen right now in another dimension, frozen, 100% solid, just like a particle in the D wave, or when they shoot it in the fucking CERN the BB gun machine, beep. They're just shooting frozen BB guns. Yeah.
You know what?
Right?
You know how that show really, truly represents 79 and the 80s, that stuff you could never get away with now. And what I mean is, go back, people, go on YouTube and type in Buck Rogers intro song, the song. Because if you watch that intro, he's kissing two different girls in the beginning of the intro with the song, looking all sexy. You could not get away with that now. You would be like, you. I'm serious, people. Go find it. Type in the intro. Maybe, you know what? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on.
Buck Rogers in the twin. Rogers with a D. Buck Rogers. Hold on. In the 21st century. All right, 21st. That's right. We are here now. What the hell are we? So maybe we are all Buck Rogers. Maybe somewhere out there's an Atomicon and he's frozen solid inside of a machine. He's frozen. And now you guys are talking to his negative version of himself. Maybe there's a Tony out there and he's frozen. And you're talking to the negative particle version of himself. The dark matter side of him was walking around. What the hell? I thought I was frozen in a freaking spaceship, but now I'm walking around on Earth. That's what I think of. Buck Rogers was the first the TV series. Well, not the first. They kind of give you a clue of what, only because they showed him frozen. He was frozen. He was frozen beyond zero. So there's no crystals that can form into his body. He's completely frozen. So again, his particles have stopped moving, and now his negative is moving around like a shadow. Here we go. We got it coming up. Oh boy.
I'm wondering if I should play this or if this give me a strike, but you can see how. Hold on. Maybe I'll just hold on. What the hell?
In a space shuttle.
I'm just saying that they could not get away with that, having different girls on this name. They're all crawling to kiss them.
I'm being serious, guys. When you watch the beginning, he's frozen in a space shuttle, like solid.
Let me answer this for Vonage. That was the intro. Now his regular TV show had a different intro. But Buck Rogers, before it was a series, there was actually a Buck Rogers movie. So if you type in the intro to Buck Rogers movie, you would get that. It was like the hour and a half before the series. So just type in Buck Rogers intro to the movie.
Good question. Good question, Voynich. Good question. Yeah. Again, he was frozen. So you don't actually know he's awake. Feminists would lose it, right?
You forget how good you kind of had it. Because, like I said, I remember us going to the drive-in and seeing Porky's on a big screen where everybody on the outside world could see it. You couldn't get away with that now. You can't put nudity on the open air.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High. If you really look at Fast Times at Ridgemont High, people, you're going to come up with a whole different new set of like, what the fuck really what happened here? But again, it was lighthearted and it's fake. And Hollywood is corrupt and rotten. Of course, every movie is a tip of an iceberg on the corruption scale that's way below. Don't need to argue that here. We agree with you. Eric and I both, there's no arguing. You guys can we can make shows on corruption of Hollywood. They're fucking rotten.
You want to have fun real quick, Bob? We got 30 minutes left. You want to have fun?
Let's do it.
I got this tab up. I want to have fun with you. This is fun, guys. This is for fun. This has nothing to do with Medellas or anything. This is considered, Bob. This is seriously considered the top. Hold on. The top 50 worst movies of all time that was voted. I just want to have fun and see, should these movies be in the top 50 worst movies of all time?
Okay, let's do this.
This is just fun, guys. This is just for fun, all right? So I apologize if you don't like this. Come back Monday. Number 50, is Rocky 4, the one where he fights the Russian. Dude, that should not be in the top 50 worst movie of all time. That was a badass fucking Rocky movie. Now remember, guys, remember this as a kid. Don't talk about shells right now. When you're a kid, fucking Rocky 4 is one of the best Rocky movies you saw when you saw it as a kid. That should not be in there.
No, it shouldn't be in there.
Now,
I mean, yeah.
Now, 49, Sex in the City 2, yes, that should be in there.
Oh, yes.
Now, Showgirls, now listen, when you were a kid, you saw the nudity. Come on. You all thought the nudity was cool. It is a bad movie, but as a kid, you liked the nudity in it.
Yeah, and it showed corruption.
Okay. Post-Apocalyptic, fuck, I don't know. That fucking movie sucks. Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. For me.
Now, this was interesting, Bob. You said you liked The Happening.
I like The Happening.
And I said that The Happening could have been better if they would have ended it with a bigger twist, because the movie ended with no twist, and that's what kind of pissed me off. So I don't know if that really should be in the top 50. I think that's stupid. Now, The Son of the Mask, okay, top 50. Okay, now Battleship. Now, technically, the Battleship movie is based on the game, which in a lot of ways, I don't know, you could say it's kind of a Matrix deal, right? Aliens come, you use the video game. No, it's not really that bad of a movie. It's a Saturday afternoon kind of a bored kind of a movie to watch.
Yeah.
So, and now, hold on. Now, next one, just go with it. The Adam Sandler movie. I don't know.
I like it. I like Adam Sandler. I'm into it. I like it.
Not be there. Glitter. Fuck yeah, that should be there. That should be in the top fucking 10.
Oh God.
Okay.
Next one.
White Chicks. Yes, that should be there.
Horrible.
That is one of the worst fucking movies of all time. Epic movie. You know what? I don't really remember that one too much, so I don't really think about it. Hey, Sharknado was a good movie. That might be on this list. I don't know. That might be on this list. I like
good
Sharknado.
That's a cheese. It don't count. That's a cheese movie.
That don't count. Love Guru. Yeah, that sucked.
Sucked.
1973 Wicker Man. Now, I know the Nicolas Cage one sucked, but I don't really remember the 1973 one.
He liked it.
I don't remember it being that bad.
I see it. It was good.
Pearl Harbor, that was fucking bad.
Ooh, horrible.
Now, oh my God. How the fuck?
Ben Affleck.
Hitcher. Now, hold on. Is this the 1986 Hitcher? Are you serious?
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, fucking shit.
Bullshit.
Fantastic.
Going 3 times sold to bullshit. Nothing wrong with the Hitcher. It's like
classic. That's a fucking embarrassment. I'm serious. That woman fucking sucked. Yes. That was a joke. Now listen, Daredevil, Ben Affleck, dude, Daredevil wasn't that bad. The Hitcher, Daredevil wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. Daredevil and the Hitcher should not be on. Dude, you're talking about the 50 worst movies.
Yeah.
Daredevil? No.
It's Ben Affleck for me to watch him.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Dude. Freddy versus Jason is a guilty pleasure kind of a movie.
It's a cheese.
It's a cheese ball. You can't say that's one of the 50 worst movies.
That's specifically made for an audience. It's not for a mass audience. Can't include that one.
And Predator 2 wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. No.
Oh, no. Whoever put this list together don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, now Fantastic Four, that's iffy. I don't know. Maybe Armin fucking Geddon is on this list? Dude.
I like Armageddon.
Dude, I like Armageddon.
Yeah.
It's so over the top. It's so like every fucking scene they're going to die where a meteor goes over their bodies.
Fiction.
Dude.
It's a movie.
You want to call me a pussy? You call me a pussy.
It's just a movie.
At the end of Armageddon, when Bruce Willis took the thing out of Ben Affleck's hand to sacrifice himself to blow up for the Earth for his daughter, dude, I had a tear.
Eric cried like a bitch.
Dude,
I had a head issue.
I had a tear. I'm like,
I had him on the back, hug him. I said, Bruce,
I'm serious. That's a fucking joke. That should not be on here. I wonder if a bunch of religious people voted on this. Okay, let's go up.
I like
Predators. I mean, it. I don't know. You know, that's like a Saturday afternoon kind of a movie. I don't know. I don't know. I would put it on a top 50.
Can't do it.
Ghost Rider. I don't. Cage makes bad movies, but Ghost Rider, I want to say it
wasn't bad. It was a comic book movie at the time. That's all it was. I mean, I wouldn't put it on the list. No, it's another.
I want to put on the list. I want to put on the list. Like you said, it was actually a pre-movie before the big Marvel craze. So you can say that it was one of the originals to help out.
Yes.
Now, 88 minutes. I don't fucking remember 88 minutes. I really don't. Al Pacino, I don't remember it. So I can't tell you if that movie's bad or not.
Don't know it.
Now, fuck you. Hold on. Before we get there, Sahara, I watched it. I remember the movie. The movie was just it was just like one level, kind of one level. I don't remember it being like bad. It wasn't great. Bad. I don't know if it should be like even on the top 50 list.
No, it wasn't bad. It was just a regular movie.
Dude, how the fuck do you put the thing on here? Is it real?
This whole thing is wrong. It's wrong. You don't put the thing on there. We're going to make a show on that one. You don't put the thing on there. As with Kurt Russell, right? No, bullshit.
Oh, yeah, hold on, let's check. Hold on, let's double check. That's a research team. No, John Carpenter. No fucking way, dude. The thing? No. Wrath of the Titan, that's the newer one. Yeah, sure. You can put that on there. I don't care. I didn't really care for the newer Titan movies. Now, listen. Okay, yes, Godzilla did not look like Godzilla, but if you take away the Godzilla word, right? Just take the word out. I don't know. Call it big fat dinosaur or big lizard movie. It wasn't that bad. It didn't look like Godzilla, but if you take away it's supposed to be Godzilla.
Yeah,
it was a very entertaining movie.
I didn't like it. I just couldn't. I'm so used to the original Japanese. I love the Japanese, anything Japanese. I love all Japanese. Couldn't stand it.
That's why I said if you take away the word Godzilla and you rename it Big Fat Lizard, you know it's not the worst. You just couldn't call it Godzilla and made this thing look totally like a lizard. Take the Godzilla word out. They should do it. They should come back out with it, change the word, and say, "Hey guys, this is not Godzilla," and rename it. Okay.
Give it back to the Japanese.
Now, the Twilight Saga. Unfortunately, people, I have a wife and daughter, and I actually had to see every Twilight movie at the movies.
It's a date movie then. It's okay for you guys. Okay, it's a date movie. We'll put it on the date movie list, which means it shouldn't be on this list. There you go.
Exactly, Captain Rankin. What the hell? How do you put the thing on there? I'm serious. I'm still baffled on that. The thing, the Hitcher. I don't know how the fuck you put those movies on there. Okay, here we go. Alien versus Predator. More Twilights. I get that.
Date movies.
Now, of all Rocky movies, that Rocky movie was stupid. That's the one where he had a fight in the street.
Oh, fuck that. That's stupid.
Yeah. That Rocky movie, yes. Rocky 4 fighting the Russian?
Yeah.
No.
Sylvester Stallone must have had to pay some bills for that one. I was like, what the fuck about?
Out of all Adam Sandler movies, Jack and Jill is a piece of shit.
It was bad.
I will agree that this movie, I can accept that being on this list.
It was bad.
Jaws 3D? Yeah. I can accept that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3? Yeah, that was I hate that because Spider-Man 3 was directed by Sam Raimi, who did the Army of Darkness, and I hate it. But yeah, I can see that being on this list. It sucks because I like Sam Raimi. I mean, come on, the dude fucking brought us the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I might just put the Spider-Man 3 movie in the 40s just out of respect for Sam Raimi. DC.
It had a weird ending with the all albino weird guy in the pyramid. It had a weird ending that made you scratch your head. Maybe a truth drop. I don't know. Other than that, it was okay. I wouldn't put it on the list, though. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't put it on the list. No.
Now, I'm going to say this. Fuck all of you for putting Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. I'm sorry. I like this. I enjoyed this Batman Superman movie. I know everybody loves Marvel. Go have your fucking Marvel fun. I actually enjoyed this movie because it was dark. It was about two people want to kick the fuck out of each other, and I actually enjoyed it. So, Batman, I don't know how the hell this movie is on this list. In fact, I own this movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that on the list.
I'll move on. Hey, Bob, how is The Happening on here twice? Hold on.
Oh.
Number 10, The Happening, 2008, a science teacher. Okay, hold on. Was it The Happening or we already talked about this movie?
Just talked about this movie.
Hold on.
It could, you know why it's on there twice? Because it's giving you a fucking truth drop. In 2015, yeah.
Teacher, number 45.
What number is that one?
Okay, look, it's the same. So who fucking put this list together? You got the movie on twice.
Number the first one.
The Happening, 2008. The Happening, same movie. A science teacher, Night Shyamalan.
But what number is that on the list?
This one's 45. Okay, this one's 45. Now let's go back to the other Happening.
45. So 45.
And it's the same movie again. The Happening, a science teacher. How do you put a movie on there twice?
Well, what number is that one?
Number 10.
Oh, so 55. I'm just looking at a code for it. So 55 would be 5 is 2, 2 and 5 would be 30. It'd be 33. 3, 4 threes. I don't know. I'm making shit up, guys. Don't listen to me. It'd be a 55 if you added them together. It'd be I'm just trying to figure if there's a code in it. I don't fucking think there's a code in it. I'm adding them together just to make sure there was no code in it. Why would it be on there twice? So it'll be 55.
So right there tells you that this list is bullshit because you put the same movie on there twice. And not like 10 and 11, 45 and 10. Dude, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Here we go.
55 a prime.
Tomorrow. You know what? The Day After Tomorrow wasn't like bad. I
liked it.
How do you put that in the top 10?
I liked it.
Dude, I've seen worser movies than The Day After Tomorrow. It's another disaster movie.
Maybe it happened. Maybe that's exactly what happened to the Earth a long time ago. We just don't know what happened. We froze up. We all frozen right now. So there we go. Back to Buck Rogers.
Yeah. Battlefield Earth.
That's Scientology. That's Scientology. Wow. It's such a. I don't want to recommend it. I almost want to recommend it so you have to get through it.
I have to rewatch it again. You know, I'll rewatch it once. I have to rewatch this. The idea of cavemen were able to fly jets.
Yeah. Well, it's an Eon Hubbard book, who's the cult leader of Scientology, and everybody in the show is a Scientologist. So you guys can watch it to kind of get an idea what Scientology is about mentally. So it's a look into their brain. So that's all I can say about that. It's a Scientologist-made movie based off a Scientology theme. So you guys I would recommend it only for that reason, for research. That's it. You ain't going to enjoy it. But I had to watch it because of the Scientology theme to it. If you're into that, research.
The remake of the Clash of the Titans, yeah, I didn't really enjoy that movie. Disaster movie, I think it'd be on here, I guess. Scary movie, I guess. The Room? Come on, man. I like The Room.
No, don't put that on there. No, it's a classic. The volume of work put into that movie, the production, the amount of money, the millions and trillions of dollars put into that movie. You guys have to see The Room. You'll cry it sometimes. Sometimes you'll laugh. Sometimes you don't know what to do with yourself. You'll walk out a changed person. Changed.
I liked it because that's kind of a movie that is so bad, it's so good.
Changed after you see this movie. You can't say any more than that.
50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Belongs there.
Batman and Robin. Yes, that was fucking pathetic. You want to talk about doing a Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the ice guy, whatever his name was. He was too Tom Cruise. That was just.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
The
No.
number one movie. They're saying that it's Meet the Spartans. Really? That's number one.
That was bad. Funny. Yeah, it belongs on the list.
But as number one,
guilty pleasure on that one. It's up to the individual. You can laugh.
I would rather put 50 Shades of Grey or Batman and Robin up there.
Yeah, I would put those on top. I wouldn't put the comedies they can't put on there because sometimes they're made cheesy on purpose.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Meet the Spartans,
they got a
movie, disaster movie. They're made for that. So
they're made for that. So you can't put those movies on the list. You can't do that. You can't make something made to be cheesy on a cheesy list or a bad list because they're made to be cheesy bad.
But I'm still baffled on how the hell you put The Thing on here.
And The Hitcher.
And The Hitcher.
The Hitcher's a fucking thriller movie, man. It's deep into the mind of a serial killer. You want to feel bad for him. No.
And then you have The Happening on there twice.
55.
With it. That was a fun Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, whoever did it, who did Rotten Tomatoes did this one?
This is on, let's see, IMDb.
Oh, well, fuck them. They're bad anyway. They're another so little Hollywood pawn fucking site. Now, again, I use them. Guys, don't get me wrong. I use them. I use all these sites. I look at all their shit. I do all this stuff. I use them for what they're for, but I also keep a little bit of discernment when I look at a lot of people's shit.
This must be a critic list.
Yeah, exactly, right? And what are critics? They're in somebody's pocket.
I like the Blair Witch.
Blair Witch. Yes, I like the
Blair Witch wasn't on there, was it? I don't think it should it be.
No, I think
Blair Witch. Bonage, you're leaving us. What? You're leaving us, Bonage. You can't leave us.
We're done anyway. He does it. He sees the end of it. He's getting it ready for his show over there in the other country.
Yeah, Bonage, you're our friend. You don't leave us. We leave you. No. Everything people to line up their discernment with yours is unrealistic and hypercrops. No. Opinions are opinions. No mandates. Not for me. I'm too old for high school.
Yeah, there you go.
Was there a fight going on in the chat that I didn't notice or something? Was something?
No idea. I don't look at the chat. I feel bad for doing that, but yeah. So, guys, today was a Good Friday show. We didn't have a guest. He didn't make it, so we just kind of played it fun. We just talked a little bit of philosophy, a little bit of good times, shared some stuff. Nothing much. I'm sure you guys can go out there and find another Truther channel with some kind of same old buzz stuff you see every other day, rehashed over and over again. Look, a new Mandela effect. That's another fucking fake copy of another fucking CGI copy, another fake whatever, and just stop, man. You don't have the eyes to see, you ain't gonna see shit. But if you want to pretend, that's fine. I don't care. I think the biggest thing we should do right now is just stay strong, stay sane, don't be crazy. Try not to be crazy. Be smart. Know that only to myself, not to Eric, but to me, everything is a big ass comic book, fucking fake ass storyline. It's just being written out right now. And so if you just hang in the chapters, we'll see what happens at the end of the fucking book. That's all I'm saying. Just in there.
And Monday we do have a guest. She's called Jen Up. She did some videos on real exorcisms, and she did some videos on paranormal. She even did a movie. She even did a video about is Michael Jackson really dead? So yes, so that's gonna be fun. Talking to them, and then Tuesday on Horror Talk, we're gonna be talking about the movie series Saw. So if you like torture kind of a horror kind of porn movies, we'll be talking about that on Tuesday. Guys, I'm actually
you're gonna be gone
Friday. I'm gonna be taking a small trip to where when you're poor in Washington, you go to Ocean Shores. That's where the poor people go to pretend that you're on you're at a luxury ocean luxury town, you know. So when you're poor, you go to Ocean Shore. So we're going there on Thursday. But I got permission from our good friend Jamie Stronghold. I say his name wrong, but he made a documentary about the stormtrooper who hit his head. He said that I'm allowed to play it on my stream. So, so while I'm on vacation for Thursday, I'm going to be playing his documentary with our interview we did with him, just that section of the interview. I'm going to clip it all together. So even though I'm not going to be here Thursday, I'm going to show you guys the awesome documentary about a stormtrooper who hit his head. So,
yeah, that's good.
So,
hell yeah,
that'll be cool. So,
all right.
Yeah, I guess some people are. I don't know. I don't care about the fights. You all should be grown-ups and not be able to fight. You're so young in life, and it's just like we're getting older. And why even be childish? You know.
Well,
just it's fun. Just we all need to get along and just have fun because life is too short now. We're getting older in an age where I'm done fighting. I'm done watching certain channels that promote hate. I just want to have fun now. I just want to have fun the rest of my life. So
I recognize for what it is. I know what it is. I'm as we go back to the movie the office what's it called? Office break or office, whatever. Yeah, I'm on that stage right now. I've walked out of the cubicle. I threw shit down. I'm done. I'm done, man. I ain't playing them games no more. Yeah. You want to fight with me? I'm gonna walk away this way. You want to fight with me? I ain't gonna hear it, man. I gonna hear it. I'm gonna walk away, just laugh my ass off. Just crack a joke. Later, I'll fart as I leave. I'll leave you. I fart as I leave. I just say, I'll go ahead and crop dust your area and then walk away.
I know so better in the last 2-3 weeks that there's only a couple of selected shows that I'll watch, but I left them all. That's why you don't even see me in chats anymore, because I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun. That's it. I just want to have fun. I don't.
Too much hate. It's too much hate. It's growing, guys. It's growing.
The hate that's going on is so out there. That's so it's getting into your blood, and it's just like, screw that. You know, that's why I'm having guests coming on, having fun. You know, and that's why I have people moderate the chat. If you think somebody's out of hand, time them out. You know, time out, come back, and then let's just have fun. Let's just get over that stupid shit. You know what I mean? We need to get over that and just have fun.
Yeah. What?
So beyond that, guys.